The Taylor Barnard F2 career mode is back here on F124 as we're here for the feature race for the Spanish Grand Prix. First of all, I want to apologize for no commentary for the sprint race here at Barcelona, which, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the previous race, which is the sprint race, click the link in the top right-hand corner. If you go on to enjoy this race, make sure you give that like and subscribe. In terms of the strategy here, we are going to make this a very daunting race for us. We're going to do this strategy here. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We have a very long 19 laps coming our way.
The formation lap gets underway for this, the Formula 2 race, and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure the car is ready for battle once the lights go out.
For anyone that didn't know why we started last, qualifying was in the rain, and we struggled in the rain. So, there you go. We're starting on a set of soft tires and going to the hards to the end of the Grand Prix. So, yeah. Gonna have to do it from last. We ended up not scoring points in the sprint, which was a bit of a shame, but the pace was really good on the hard tires. We didn't use the softs in qualifying because of the fact the qualifying session was in the rain, so lights out and away we go. Kushimani didn't get going. We had a good start. Okay start. Let's tiptoe through turn one. They're like 3 wide in front of us. By Roman Stanek. Remember, we have track limits on. 3 warnings mean a 3-second time penalty as Kushimani just got around us. Fair play. AI, we're up in the grass. That's not going to help us catch up. Just took the corner a little too wide. Got in the power a little too aggressive. Well, I should have been a little conservative, but we'll have to make it work. I was trying to take a look at the inside, but Monty didn't give us any room. Try to go around the outside. Now he's starting to brake check me. I'm trying to get around him, and he's just blocking me all over the circuit. Like, what on earth are you doing there, son? It's like all the time of the world, you need to leave a space. By the way, Prema is 6 for 6 in qualifying. As lap 1's in the books, 39.190. Currently still in last place, or in Cody Smart's case, the reverse lead. Trying to find a way to get around Monty. Well, running off in the grass is not going to do us any bit of good. I'm just struggling trying to find a way, but we'll get DRS eventually next lap. So I'm not too concerned. You know, we got...
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
We almost got a track limit warning. That would have been my first of the race. Remember, I had 2 warnings in the feature race at Monaco, which also, if you haven't seen the Monaco race weekend, I also did link also in the top right-hand corner. I just need to be patient. You know, I don't need to be damaging my car on lap 2 of 19, so I gotta think the bigger picture, if you know what I mean. I gotta be a little bit more patient. DRS will come. 28.4. Pace is good. Pace is good.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it.
I just gotta find a way to get around this traffic without damaging my car. Remember, 3 warnings equals a 3-second time penalty, so I gotta be a little bit more careful. I just gotta think smart, gotta make these moves a little easy, but Koshimani not making our lives any easier. And he just didn't give me any room, and now he just took off my front wing.
With the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
Yeah, because he's not paying any attention. It's like I had the line trying to pass him, and he just comes over and chops me off like I'm not even there. It's like, all the time of the world, you gotta leave a space, brother. Do I have track limits on? I should have track limits on. Yeah, I do have track limits on. Okay. Yeah, Koshimani is just not making our lives any easier. We really struggled and the thing was, it was raining yesterday in the sprint race. So, you know, we're running a lot better lap times than we did in the sprint race yesterday, but that's because we're on the soft tire.
We're approaching the pit
Pace
window now.
28.3. 28.3, pace is good. These tires are starting to drop off like a cliff. I'm trying to be extremely careful as we're trying to get underneath Roman Stanek. That's Jack Crawford up ahead. Got to get around him. Oh, but Roman just shut the door on me. I had a run on him, but he just wouldn't let me find a way by, and I had to jam on the brakes not to run in the back of the Australian of Jack Crawford, but we move up to 20th. Had to not...
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Yeah, I was trying to not run in the back of Crawford, or otherwise it would have taken the rest of my front wing off. So I had to be a little bit more careful. Almost got a track limit warning. That would have been my first of the race. We just got to take our time trying to get to the front. If only qualifying would have been the drive, we could have found out how good our pace was on these tires, but instead we didn't find out that pace. And if you also didn't see the sprint race, which I'll tell you a little disclaimer, of course, if you haven't seen it, link in the top right, drivers were pitting for whatever reason. I didn't understand why. Like, they were pitting like during the sprint race. I'm like, what on earth are you guys doing? So, but since there's no rain in the forecast, we'll be fine. I just need to get around Jack Crawford real easy. Need to do it now. Oh, Crawford, I'm on the inside, bud. Thank you. Thank you for leaving the space. Oh, no, he did not leave me a space. I just got spun. What the fuck was that, Crawford? I was trying to pass you and you just turned me for no good reason. What on earth were you doing, son? I had the pass main. You spun me for absolutely no damn reason. Like, you need to leave a space. I had the position and you shoved me off the track for absolutely no fucking reason. What is it with the AI around this track? Like, seriously. I had the space.
Right, let's have you
Fuck it, I'm pitting. I'm changing the front wing. Now our race just got ruined thanks to an idiot who wouldn't let me who wouldn't get off my
It
car.
looks like the pit crew are out and ready to perform their magic on the car. They will be aiming to achieve the fastest pit time possible.
Go ahead and change my wing while I'm at it. Rather not take a chance. I don't understand why the AI can't give me space. You have to leave a space. You know, how the fuck do I know if you're gonna pass?
Hoping they can get back into the action.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Too much time from this stop.
Well, we already lost time. Let's get that obvious. And now our race is ruined. Thanks to an idiot who doesn't deserve to be on the track. And we are so far back. It's gonna take a miracle for us to get back into contention. And the chances of us scoring points is pretty much gone. I mean, I just don't understand what the AI's problem is around here. It's like, I made the move on the inside, okay? I was trying to get the move so I can get to the front safely. No, he decides to turn me for absolutely no reason when I'm on the racing line. He should have backed off and let me have the corner. I mean, I don't know what on earth Jack Crawford was doing. I mean, he didn't do us any bit of good. And now I've lost any chances of possibly scoring points today. Which is fucking frustrating. We're gonna need a safety car if we're gonna have any chances of scoring points today. That's just fucking frustrating as hell, man. Of course, it didn't save my settings, so that didn't make the situation any better. Car feels a lot fine now that I got a new front wing on the car. So now we're gonna just have to run the rest of the race like qualifying laps on the hard tire. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. You could have left me a space to where I could have passed you, but no, you're like, oh, I need to make sure to wreck you for absolutely no effing reason. Richard Verschiller's out of the race. Well, that's going to help us make progress. Okay, we'll be up to 21st. We would have been P17 if it wasn't for fucking Crawford being an a-hole. That just angers me. That's been our fucking weekend right there.
Caution, caution.
I know, Mark, I'm not stupid. I know there's a caution. Do you think I'm stupid? Of course, he pulled off the side of the track on the old layout. So now we're up to P21. 29.6. I'm just flabbergasted. Like I said, we could have been P fucking 17, 16 if it wasn't for Crawford acting like an idiot. I mean, I could have given him a little bit more room, but the car kept fucking fishtailing to the fucking right. It's like, well, what the fuck could have done? Now they're starting their pit stops.
Coming in for his stop now.
If we don't start making any ground up on these drivers, we're gonna just retire out of the race. Just to put us out of our misery. Because we're almost a lap down, and I really think this has really just ruined our race. I mean, our race is basically ruined, and if we don't get a safety car and all that, and I have to drive around in boredom, then I will have to retire out of the race as a result, which is a bit of a shame because this has not been our race weekend. The lack of pace, the lack of grip. You can definitely say this is pain. This is Spain, but without the S. And I'm trying every ounce this car can give me to catch up. Yeah, like I said, if we end up going a lap down,
concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Shut up, Mark. I'm talking here. If we don't get anything going our way soon, we're just gonna retire out of the race. We're just gonna retire. Like what we did in Jeddah. Like, we weren't gonna make up any spots and all that. We were gonna be dead last, so we're just gonna end up retiring the car. It's just a shame. And I don't like retiring out of the race, but it just upsets me. Am I really making up any ground on these guys? I'm checking to see if I'm making up any time. Because remember, we pitted 2 laps less than these guys that just pitted just now. We'll stay out for the time being. Crawford's in. Wonder if he picked up a puncture or something. Oh, will I be able to beat him out of the pits? No is the answer. Wonder if he got a drive-through penalty for turning me. If he did, that was karma fucking retribution. That asshole got. It looks like we're gaining on them, but... yeah, we're gaining on them. It's really a shame. Yeah, I bet you Crawford and I are going to have to see the stewards after the race. And I bet you we're going to be asking him, like, why the fuck did you spin me when I was trying to get off you and I was turning my wheel to the left to get off of you and you still spun me out for no reason? That was kind of foolish on his part. It not only ruined his race, it ruined mine. We could have been P15, P14 at least. Like I said, if we don't gain on these it looks like we're not gaining. I'm trying my hardest, but it's looking like we're not gaining anything. This is Spain without the S. I don't know. I'm really sorry, guys, but if I'm not going to be able to catch the AI, we're just going to retire the car. I mean, no sense for me to ride around 19 laps. My race already ruined, so
Pitting this lap then.
we're just gonna retire. We're just gonna retire the car. I'm really sorry, guys. I wish I have an answer, but it's not like me to retire out of the races like this, to be fair with you. But I'm just not gaining any time. And even if I try to go on the softs, it's going to make the problem worse. So I'm just going to go ahead and retire the car in the pit lane. We're just we're not gaining any time. We're losing time like hand over fist, which is really a shame because we are not going to score points this weekend. And I was really hoping, but now that really is going to hurt us in the title hunt.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
No, we're retiring the car. That's fucking frustrating.
The Estonian driver will look up and see
Oh, Paul run one.
first. Paul Aaron wins.
so easy to mess up a call like that, and whatever you do, it always seems wrong. But they made it work, and
That's
the important
unfortunate,
thing.
guys.
Full
I'm
points
sorry.
tally.
And as they make their way down to the podium, there's no denying the strength of the high-tech GP team. It was an incredible performance today, and they fully deserve to stand on the top step. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling installment when Formula 2 returns.
Well, that was a disappointing race. I hate to say that to y'all. So Paul Aron gets the win. Andrea Kimi Antonelli got second, so that really is not going to do us any favor. Gabriel Bortoleto third, Oliver Behrman fourth, Victor Martins fifth. Our teammate ended up finishing sixth. Good for him. Dennis Hauger, Enzo Fittipaldi, Juan Manuel Carrera, and Franco Colapinto with the points. Missing out on the points was Maria Marti, Cordell O'Sullivan, Mayata, Villa Gomez, Koshimani, who didn't give me any space on the first lap, driving like an asshole. Isaac Hadjar had an issue with Stan Maloney, Stanek Crawford, who didn't finish the race. Neither did we, and Richard Vishore. So there you go. In terms of the standings, we are now fourth after not scoring any points, which is a bit of a shame, really, to be honest with you. Team-wise, we fell from second to third as ART overtakes us. We're now a whopping 101 points back. So that's basically your lot here from the F2 season here in Spain. Or should I just say pain, which I can tell you I'm just upset because had we not been shoved off the track and spun, we could have been right near the point steal, which is now a bit of a shame. But next time out, we are heading to Austria, and I have a good feeling Austria will be kind to us than pain, if you ask me. But thank you all for joining me. If you enjoyed this race, that was kind of not a race, but if you enjoyed it still, make sure you give it a like and subscribe, and we'll be back in Austria when Formula 2 returns.